Hello, welcome to this masterclass on buying businesses and assets from administrators. This is a huge area, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on three key areas. I want to look at the types of sale that an administrator is likely to be involved in, the different types of due diligence that a purchaser might want to think about when he's buying assets from an administrator. And thirdly, I want to talk about the position of employees when there's a sale of a business out of administration. My name is Lexa Hilliard. I'm a member of 11 Stone Buildings, which is a set of chambers that specialises in chancery and commercial litigation. In effect, there's two types of sale, but the second type of sale can be broken down into sort of two components. The first type of sale that an administrator might be involved in is the sale of the shares of a company. And this is pretty rare, and the reason why that is because when the shares of a company are transferred from one owner to another, the liabilities in the company remain. Normally, a purchaser isn't going to be interested in buying the shares of the company. The purchaser will be much more interested in buying the business and assets of the company and leaving the company intact. Now, the pre-pack has actually received a very bad press. What a pre-pack is that a company gets into financial difficulties and the directors approach an insolvency practitioner and ask the insolvency practitioner for assistance, and the directors normally have a purchaser already on board to purchase the assets, and therefore prior to the company going into administration, the sale agreement is drafted, the purchaser is identified, the assets and business that are going to be sold have all been identified, and everybody knows what's being sold. The price has been agreed, and then literally overnight the company goes into administration. The insolvency practitioner that has been retained is appointed the administrator, and the sale is made to the purchaser. The other type of sale of business and assets in this category is where the company goes into administration. The administrators do in fact have some funds in which to continue the business, to be able to sell the business as a going concern. And in those circumstances, what the administrator can do is market the business quite widely, invite bids from any interested purchaser. The creditors see exactly what's going on. Very often there's sufficient time to have a creditors meeting and the creditors can be told. Now, if you're a purchaser and you're buying from an administrator, due diligence is very important, but the likelihood is that you're not going to have a huge amount of time to do too much due diligence. Now, why is due diligence important? Well, for obvious reasons it's important. You need to find out what you're buying. But the reasons why it's important when you're buying off an administrator is because you will never, ever get a warranty from an administrator about anything. An administrator will simply sell to you the assets free of any warranty, any representation whatsoever as to the state of the assets, the title to the assets, and so on and so forth.